Hello everybody, this is my first attempt at a video review. I was going to write it, but I couldn't bother, so I thought I'd go for a video review and see how that pans out. So yeah, overall, Hong Kong, big thumbs up rating. It's been really, really cool. It's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be to come here. I was slightly apprehensive because it's a big trip and you know, you don't want any complications at the start because you don't want to put it down on anybody. It's been really, really easy. Everything's signposted in English, everybody speaks English, or at least a good enough level of English in order to get by, no problem. So that's been really cool, and yeah, the city is pretty crazy. I mean, it's comparable to London in a sense, as in it has the underground, which is like the London Underground, apart from it's a lot bigger, cleaner, it has air conditioning, you can use your phone on it, it's cheaper, and it's faster, so that's a bonus. So getting around has been really, really, really easy. And yeah, the people are really friendly, which I expected people to be friendly, but not as friendly, because we're in a massive city. This place is like London, but bigger. But you'll go places, like the other day, for example, we were stopped, we were in the streets, we didn't know where we were going, some local person just comes over, and even though his English wasn't excellent, he came over, helped us, told us where we needed to go, and then he ran after us and told us somewhere else. So yeah, it's been a really good vibe, that's been really cool. But yeah, Hong Kong is excellent. It's definitely a place to see, definitely a shock to the senses, but really good. Yeah, we've been around to a few places. I mean, I can't believe we've only been here 5 days because it feels like I have been here a lot longer than 5 days. I feel like I've been away from home absolutely ages. It's hard to believe that like this time last week I was sat at home, but it's been excellent. I mean, we've done a lot of cool things. I mean, from doing things like the Peak and seeing the big buildings, to going out to Lamma Island, which is a little remote island, and checking out the sights and going on the walk. That was really cool. So it's had a nice little bit of variety. But in general, I'd say most of the time I spent in the city, but the city's been really, really interesting to see, and I've really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's been really good. The hostels have been great. I mean, the first hostel we stayed in was much better than I expected. The rooms were reasonably sized and clean. And this place, well, if you saw my video review last night, you would have saw it's a lot smaller, but it's still clean, and the staff are really friendly, so it's not a problem. It's been really good, and we're not spending any time in the rooms, so that's cool. So yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic. I've had a really, really, really good time. I mean, the one thing that struck me is that before I came here, I thought I'd spend most of my time looking at the differences between here and home, but really I look at the similarities a lot more. As I said before, it's a lot like London with the transport network, and the place is heavily westernised. Everybody's dressing in Western clothes with a little unique Asian edge, and yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, you see things like advertisements, and the vast majority of advertisements are things for like cosmetic surgery and skin whitening and eye opening and facial reconstruction, so people look more Western, which is pretty weird to see, but it's still pretty interesting. So yeah, I've had a really good time. Any highlights in particular? I mean, Macau was excellent. I really enjoyed going to casino. I've never been to Vegas, so to see somewhere that vast was pretty amazing. And the Venetian, which I found out last night, is the biggest casino in the world and the 5th biggest building on the planet by area space, which is insane, but not surprising when you see it. That was really cool to see that. Really enjoyed that. And just in general, I mean, I've enjoyed everything. It's been a really, really, really good time. Yeah, so tomorrow we leave for Vietnam. We fly out at 2:30 local time, and it's going to take 2 hours to get there. And I've actually checked the currency converter, and this time tomorrow I'm going to be a multi-millionaire, which sounds fantastic. I'm going to have around 160 million dong, which is the local currency in my account, so that should be interesting, although let's not get carried away because I've got a long way to go on this trip. So yeah, it's been really, 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 really good, and I'll definitely recommend Hong Kong as a place to come to. I've had an excellent time, and I can't imagine anybody not having a good time, to be honest. Having Ali, thanks to Ali, has been brilliant. She's been absolutely fantastic. She's been with us the vast majority of the time, and having a local here to show us around has made everything faster and more interesting, and ordering things off menus is a hell of a lot easier when you've got a local speaker, so that's been really, really, really good. So yeah, fantastic time, and I will speak to you guys soon. And one last thing, thank you very much for everybody who's reading the blog. I've had a lot of people message me and say they've enjoyed reading it, and I'm glad you do. I really appreciate that. So yeah, I'll hopefully speak to you guys soon, and hope everything's going good at home. Ta-ra.